most iconic moments in the last 10 years in the UCL. So that's what we're going to be talking about on Sunday. But I just thought I was just give like a little kind of a overall thing about this, because as I was making this short list, I realized that, this is actually quite difficult. It's really quite difficult, just making a list of 1 to 10 and coming up with what is the most iconic moment. So I think, whenever we do this list, we have to understand what the criteria is. Because when I put it out, guys said, oh, what about Cristiano's goal and everything? I don't like putting goals here, specifically goals, because what we're going to do next Sunday is the all-time Champions League goals. So I want this to be putting in here as moments. For example, the goal that Ramos scored against Atleti, 2014 final, it's a pretty good header, but you would not call that as one of the best all-time goals. But as far as an iconic moment, it has to be there. You've got to put that in there as an iconic moment. So same goes for Drogba. Although the Drogba head against Bayern is amazing, that would lead more towards an iconic moment as opposed to like an amazing goal. But Cristiano's bicycle kick, Robin's goal against Man United, Bale's goal, Zidane's goal, those are 4 goals. So iconic moments, these are whether it's positive, whether it's negative, just moments that really live in the memory. And here's the thing, the reason why I said 10 years is because I've got to cater for my audience. A lot of guys I know are in their early 20s, so 21, 22. So I think it would be unfair if we now say, oh, last 20 years or last 30 years or so forth. So guys of my age group, you can easily know it. If you're 21 or you're 22, so you were like, 11 or 12, so you would pretty much remember stuff that happened when you were 11 or 12. So I thought a 10-year period, I think, is the fairest way to go that allows the younger people to really have a good memory of that moment, and other guys so forth. Because see, if I do overall, the key thing on this moment is watching it live. It is very difficult to understand like a moment if you're looking at it back in time. It's like, when Maradona scored that goal in 94, it was such a big deal based on who Maradona was. You had to be there at that time. Or watching that 98 final and seeing what happened to Ronaldo, who I think they poisoned, you had to be there at that time. So I think it's best to do it of a 10-year period. So again, the Liverpool AC Milan thing obviously doesn't make it, and so forth, man. And obviously and also, yes, Iniesta, whatever. So I'm just So the list I have here is, because remember, we have to make a list of 10. Make a list of 10. So then what do I even have here? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, okay, so the 10 I have are here, and I'll probably put the list up to here. So this is the 10 that I have. So it's the Remontada, Benzema against Karius, VAR against Man City in the Tottenham game where Pep was like this, so left stream, Messi giving birth to Boateng, Drogba's goal against Bayern in the final, Ramos' goal against Atleti in the final, 8-2, corner taken quickly, Neymar's reaction in the PSG Man U game, and Lucas Moura's hat-trick against Ajax. I feel that's a pretty good list of the last 10 years. I don't think I'm missing anyone. I don't really think I'm missing anyone. I think, in terms of those moments, I think we all have pretty good moments in there. But then again, I was thinking to myself that, again, look, I'm happy to put some in and put some out. These are moments you have to look at that Cristiano when he takes off his jersey. Because here's the thing about that Cristiano thing. I remember when he scored that penalty and then he took off his jersey. I was like, why is it such a big deal? Like, why would you do that when you just scored a penalty? But now in hindsight, he got 17 goals. So he was like, bro, let me just really fully capitalize and just encapsulate this record of most goals in a UCL campaign. So I didn't realize at the time that was his 17th goal, which I think is going to be a milestone that's going to be pretty hard to freaking beat. Guys have come close, but that 17 goals is going to be hard to beat. So you see, that's my thing. I am willing to. But then it's because it's if I'm putting that Cristiano thing in there, what do you take out? Because you can't take out Remontada. Because that might be number one. But we're going to have an argument, because I think Remontada might be number one. You can't take Benzema Karius, because that was just too crazy. We have to have a LEP. We have to have LEP representation. I mean, do we take out? I don't. Should we take out Messi Boateng? Should we take out Messi Boateng? I don't think so. We can't take out Drogba Bayern because that was so huge. You can't. You definitely can't take. See, Ramos Atleti. People may argue that may be number one. 8-2. See, that's why it's a tough list. 8-2 is you cannot take off 8-2. You cannot take off corner taken quickly. Man, Barca getting all over else here. You cannot take off Neymar's PSG reaction. Like, bro, that was a meme when Neymar was like that is one of the greatest football memes ever. Was Neymar's reaction to PSG getting humbled by United and when Rashford has watch actually it dude, and one of the craziest hat tricks of all time, more against Ajax. So. And guys, that's a tough list. That's a really good list, because as I was trying to just put them in, I was like, okay, well, yeah, Remontada is number one. 8-2 is mad. 8-2 is mad, and that Ramos Athletic thing is mad. Corner taken quickly. When you look at what happened in the first leg and how improbable it was that Liverpool were able to come back when they were 3-0 down, I mean, it's a tough one. And, bro, that Moura hat trick was madness. It was mad. I mean, so it's a tough one to look. I mean, because people, see, the guys who said I should take off the VAR versus City were like mostly Man City fans. There was also Man City fans saying those things. But look, I mean, like, when we now do the goals next week, I mean, I'll talk about that. But yeah, I mean, it's because the Benzema Karius thing was like, I still haven't seen that again in real time. I've seen images and so forth. I refuse to watch that in real time. So the only time I've seen that Benzema Karius goal was when I watched it with my friends in the pub. Because I actually felt ashamed of myself. I myself felt ashamed, like the VAR versus City, because I thought City had done it. Because when Sterling scored, I was, okay, it's done, it's finished. And then when they did VAR, and it's Pep's reaction. It is Pep's reaction to the whole thing that just made it beautiful. Drogba, I mean, look, I mean, Drogba against Bayern. I mean, come on, bro. Like, Chelsea were beat. Chelsea, like, I considered defeat. I was like, oh, it's over. And Drogba to go into the depths and the recesses to say what's up. I mean, come on. Ramos against Atleti. I mean, bro. I mean, how much clutch can he get? I mean, and that is what led to La Decima. 8-2, I think, took this channel into the next plateau. Like, Remontada said what's up, but I think 8-2 took the channel to the next plateau. Like, that is one of the most shocking games I've ever seen. Like, that is one of the most shocking beatdowns I've ever seen in terms of how bad the beatdown was and the opponents that they faced. Corner taken quick. I mean, come on. What are we saying about corner taken quickly? Who would have thought that Barca 3-0 up, Messi having arguably his greatest ever season, they would lose 4-0 and not able to score a single goal at Anfield? Again, LSG. You have to have LSG stuff in there. And Moura against Ajax. Because, see, it was hard. Because I usually had Benzema's hat-trick against the PSG. Rodrigo's goal against Thingy. So, those are moments. That's why people say, like, see, the Cristiano bicycle kick, you could argue that's an iconic thing, but I have to leave that for goals. That has to be all-time goals. Hence why, in terms of top quality, like amazing goals, I'm not put amazing goals in there. Like the Ramos, Drogba, those are not amazing goals. They're just, whoa. Because see, Messi Boateng has to be there based on how much people talked about it and how much it was memed and how Boateng even had to reference it like this and say, hey, look, man, I was already falling and so forth. So these are moments that just live in the memory based on what really happened. But then people would say, okay, why don't you put Cristiano's hat-trick against Wolfsburg? That's an argument. That was an argument. But my thing is that it has to be a list of 10. What do you take from this list? What do you take out from this list? Remontada, Benzema against Karius, VAR versus City, Lep, Messi, punking Boateng, Drogba against Bayern, Ramos against Atleti, 8-2, corner taking quickly, Neymar's PSG reaction, Lucas Moura hat against Ajax. That's a damn good list. Like, you cannot You, that's why, comment below. Comments below. Tell me what you take out from that list. And then we can talk. Please tell me what you take out from that list, then we can talk. Because I don't know what you can take out from that list. I just think that is a very strong, watertight list. So comment below, we'll have a discussion, and then maybe I will then finalize the shortlist. So Sunday, slightly earlier, 10 p.m. Because see, I think once the season starts, then we'll get back to the Saturday hangouts. I felt because the Saturday hangouts are really to review matches for the season. So I thought that the best thing to do is we'll have our midweek live shows. Then Sunday, basically, so this Sunday we have so tomorrow, this Sunday, iconic UCL moments. Next Sunday, all-time UCL goals. The following Sunday, greatest players in the last 10 years. And then the other following Sunday is our preview of the upcoming season. And then we'll then get back to Saturday Hangouts, which is the opening season of the EPL. So everything is all set up and everything, man. But look, guys, tell me in the comments below. What do I remove from this list? Because I think this is a pretty damn good list. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 10. It's 10. So remember, so it's an open hangout. Anybody can join. Bring in your meal, your drink, and so forth. Bring in those dubs to support your boy, and we'll try our best to try and come up with a definitive 1 to 10 of the top 10 most iconic UCL moments in the last 10 years. And somebody needs to give me a strong argument as to a moment that is more iconic than Remontada. Because yeah, I mean, for basically, I really believe, maybe I'll have my mind changed. I believe we're going to be fighting for 2 to 10. I don't know an argument you can make for any of these to be over Remontada. The difficulty is what is 2 to 10. But I don't know how you can do anything greater than Remontada, man. I mean, it's too. Look, we'll talk about it, man. So, guys, I'll see you guys on Sunday, and we'll break all this thing down. Peace.